Hey everyone, welcome back to the weekly chat. Everyone, Charlie White, aka Moist Critical Penguin Z0. I know I say all three of the names that he tends to go by in every single video of mine. I do apologize, but a lot of people know him as different things. I actually just today saw someone in my Magic group chat refer to him as Critical, and people had no idea who the heck he was talking about. I was like, are you talking about Charlie White? Yeah, my boy, Charlie White. And they, in fact, were talking about how over on his Skill Check channel, he recently started doing Commander videos. I actually did not know that. I've been lacking pretty hardcore in watching YouTube videos. I've been making YouTube videos quite a bit, but I've been busy doing other things, listening to audiobooks, Star Wars audiobooks. That's it. But I've been missing out on a lot of the YouTube videos, including the entirety of him launching a Commander series, and I just think that's quite, terrific. Golly gee. I'd really like to be in videos like that. So consider this a very lazy attempt at getting on that show. I've never even tried to be on Hot Ones or anything like that. I've had some hot sauces, but I've never tried to get on a Hot Ones, me, with my 3,800 subscribers. But Charlie, my boy, wow, that was lame. Forgive me for that. Let me go back a little bit. Charlie, my potential friend who I would enjoy conversing with at some point or another. I gotta tell you, I would love to bring this to the table. I've not yet watched the videos, so I don't know if you go and have people do pre-cons or if you provide the decks or what, but if you're letting people bring whatever the heck they want, let me bring in Teferi. Now, a little backstory for Teferi. Back in the day, I was playing Magic on the reg. We're talking 3-4 times a week. I had a lot of free time back then. And I had multiple friends, not just one, multiple friends who, to be fair, I introduced to Magic myself. But after months and months of them playing, all they were doing was constantly improving the one deck that they had. They weren't going out and doing any other decks. Now me, I have 30 different Commander decks. Not all of them are good. Most of them are in fact not good, but I'd say a dozen or so are interesting. They have unique mechanics. Maybe they're not all winning. Super Friends isn't always made to win. I do make it hoping that I'll win, but I don't always win, okay? That's not the vibe I'm going for. I'm there to have some fun. But if you're rolling up 2-3 times a week for 6 months straight and you only have the one deck, I get a little tired of it. And you know what makes it worse? Blaine. I know. I shouldn't be naming names. Blaine. But my friend Blaine, he was infamous for his Narset deck. And I tell you what, the point of Narset, we weren't CEDH, by the way. Just to get that out of the way right there, we were not CEDH. We weren't on a competitive standpoint whatsoever. We were just throwing things together and making them as fun as we could. And they were decently powerful decks. People were popping Psych Rifts left and right all the time. But, nobody was winning in 2-3 turns. That wasn't the style that we were going for. But Blaine, not only was he not winning in 2 to 3 turns, he was taking 20 turns in a row only to lose half the time. I'm kidding. He did win a decent amount of games. He was actually pretty good with his Narset deck. And the 50 turns that he would take to our 10. I'm saying that he took a lot of turns. Half of the cards in his deck were for taking extra turns. And so I came out with this one day because I told Blaine, I gave him an ultimatum. I'm like, dude, either take out some of those extra turn spells because we would like to play, or make another deck and occasionally just play something else. And he refused. So Teferi came out. Teferi was my answer to that. For every extra turn spell he has in there, in that Narset deck, that he no longer has, by the way. He doesn't have that Narset deck anymore at all. But for every extra turn spell he had, I had 3 counter spells. of various sorts. This was like a counterspell wizard deck, and it was so mean. It is so mean. It's not a nice deck at all. I only really bust it out if I'm going to try and shut someone down. If someone's annoying me and I just want them to go ahead and sit there and not play Magic for a little bit, I tend to bring that out. Now, that being said, I didn't make this deck just to sit there and like tank someone else and then, I lose. I made it with the express purpose of also winning. So this thing had several win cons in it. The main one was Laboratory Maniac, but, who doesn't have Laboratory Maniac in something that has a lot of draw mechanics? And you know that this has a lot of draw mechanics. Why would you even ask me that, person watching this pre-recorded video? I clearly knew that you're thinking that, so, Anyway, Charlie, I'm talking to you again. If you're watching this, put me on. I don't have to do Teferi. I've got plenty of others. I got plenty of other decks in the works, completed. I could bring in Darian. Darian is, I'm not going to go grab it right now, but maybe I'll pop it on the screen if I remember. Darian, the Come At Me Bro card. So I want people to attack me with Darian, so long as it's not the commander. Dealing lethal damage. That's not cool. Don't be doing that. But yeah, a lot of people too, not a lot. I don't know how many people watch this far into the video, but some people will no doubt be sitting there thinking, Charlie's not going to acknowledge your existence. Charlie doesn't care about you, but I'll have you know, I don't know if I could find the video, but he has actually acknowledged my existence before. There was a time when he was streaming old school RuneScape here on YouTube, which, he's kind of gotten back into RuneScape here and there. But back in the day, he was just out there in the servers, hawking monkey nuts around. Boy was going ham on the monkey nuts. And you know what? I caught him on stream. And I, in fact, acquired some monkey nuts just to present to him. And he denied my monkey nuts, which made me sad. But while doing so, he said my name. Incorrectly, mind you. He said Bontakun, which most people do. I guess I can't fault people for that. It is a bit of an odd name, but it is Bontakun. And so, yeah, he's acknowledged me before. All you gotta do is show up in the right place with some monkey nuts, and Charlie will come.
Just to really push this stream over the edge, to really get wet and wild out here, I'm throwing up the monkey nuts. The whole stack. That sounds like such an easy way to make money. Why not just collect full inventories of gnome balls? What do you got for 6k cabbages? Bontakun, and you know what? 5k onions.
I live for
Oh,
this.
Bontakun again. Oh, he's the one with the kebabs. I can't accept this. I don't have the
Wait,
inventory.
how many kebabs?
6k kebabs. You might want to contact Bontakun.
Charlie, buddy, if you're seeing this, please invite me on to play some Commander with you and Matt and the others. I would love it. Big fan. Charlie rocks, everyone. Thank you all for watching this weekly chat. Please leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you. And check out this little magic skit I did just a few days ago. It was a fun time. Catch you in the next video, everyone. Bye.